What's up? It's Joe, and in this video I'm going to discuss 5 tips to help you overcome imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is feeling like a fraud, feeling like you've tricked people into believing that you're smarter, better, more talented than you actually are, and believing like you don't deserve the fruits of your success. And tip number 1 for overcoming it is to realize that everyone feels like this at some point. Do a Google search for celebrities imposter syndrome, and you will find a who's who of Hollywood talking about how they felt like this at some point. Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, Helen Mirren, and loads of others all felt like imposters and that they didn't deserve their success at some point. So of course you're going to. Of course. Okay? And this is tip number 2, you're only actually going to experience imposter syndrome when you're doing awesome stuff. Okay? When you're stretching your comfort zone, when you're growing. You're not going to experience imposter syndrome while you're sitting on your sofa munching Doritos and watching reruns of The Price is Right. You're only going to be feeling imposter syndrome when you're doing awesome stuff. So use these feelings as a sign that you're on the right path. Tip number 3 is that realize you don't need to be the best. Okay? Sometimes people don't want to hear from the best. Okay? There's an author, he's amazing, he's incredible and he's famous. His name is Stephen King. He wrote a book called On Writing, which explains how to be a good writer. Does that mean that no one else should bother sharing their ideas of how to become a good writer? No, of course not. Some people want to hear from a newbie blogger who just got their first paid writing gig. Some people want to hear from a teenage girl because they are a teenage girl and that they vibe with that energy. Like, probably the most successful famous self-development speaker is Tony Robbins, but some people think that guy is super annoying and they'd rather hear from me or Kieran, okay, because they vibe with us and they don't vibe with Tony. Alright, I said this in yesterday's video. When you put your unique, unfiltered personality and ideas out there, you're going to find people that vibe with you more than anyone else. So you don't need to worry about being the best. Having said that, tip number 4 is use your imposter syndrome to motivate you to improve. Okay? If you're feeling like you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not well enough prepared, you're not talented enough, then you should use this as motivation to practice, to improve, to get better. Okay, this is a lot better than just thinking like you're the dog's bollocks and that you've got this in the bag and you don't need to practice or prepare or improve, and then underperforming. And tip number 5 is just to be consistent, fake it until you make it. Just go and do it, and you're not going to give up, are you? Okay, so instead you might as well just keep doing what you're doing. Turn up every day, practice, learn from your mistakes, improve, prepare, and get better until you don't feel like an imposter anymore. This is Joe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you real soon.